Right, I'm going for another practice walk up here in Exmoor. Look, all seas. Alright, the challenge I've set for myself today is to do the walk in 5 hours. I'll now put on screen my proposed map. My biggest worry is going uphill. Which, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of that, climbing up 3 peaks. I can walk for miles on flat, even with my fatigue. If the ground is relatively flat, I can just keep going. So that's not too much of a problem. Downhill, as long as it's not too steep, I'm fine. But obviously 3 peaks is there's going to be some steep uphills. So that's what I'm practicing today, is the uphills. So the route I've chosen has got a killer uphill on it. Right, so last time I did this, I really struggled, and the main reason I felt was because I was dehydrating. So I've got water this time. I've also got that one, but I've also got some Diarrhea. Now, I've spoken in the past about with my chronic fatigue. I find Diarrhea actually really helps. It's not like a magic cure or anything, but it does help. So I'm going to put the Diarrhea in the water. I'm going to put the camera down so I don't spill it. Got some food. It's not really practical to take up the mountains because it's in a big tub, but it was cheap. It's flapjack and somewhere around here some crisps. They've fallen amongst all the rubbish. Also, I'm going to put these into my boots as well to keep them a bit padded. I've got some other insoles around here somewhere, but they're quite thin. But the combination of the both should make it a bit better, because that's another thing I was complaining about last time, was really hard underfit. This top here, this is polyester, so the sweat will evaporate, won't get all wet. And I've got some proper walking trousers on this time. So I'm a bit more prepared, so I'm hopeful that I'm going to be a bit better. I'm giving myself 5 hours to do this. Hopefully it will be less than that. It's 10 to 1, so by the time I get myself sorted, it should be 1 o'clock. And yeah, we'll see. That took far longer to get my shoes sorted than I thought it would. Thinking that there was definitely a reason I'd never bothered to put stuff in those boots before, because I don't use them that often, and that was just a mission. Anyway, they're all sorted. Left foot's a bit tight. My left foot is slightly bigger than my right foot, so my right foot is sitting quite comfy. Left foot is a bit squeezed. Anyway, so this is my view. So I'm going to go down there into the woods, go down that way, and then back that way, then back up, and I come back through the car park along a path around there, and then down there to the sea, and then back up to the car park. My legs are still a little bit achy from other practice walks. I think I'm going to go back and put some frozen vegetables on my legs when I get home. But I've got water. I've put the Diarrhea in the water, and I've got some food. So it's a pleasant day. I've got waterproof stuff in my bag. I don't think I need it. There's no rain in the forecast, but you never know British weather. So hopefully, hopefully I'll be alright. Should probably look where I'm going. Oh, so brilliant start. I'm only going 5 minutes and I realised I was on the wrong path. Anyway, I'm now at the right path. We're about to join it. So, yay! I didn't get too far before I realised I was in the wrong place. Right, this is the path I want. There we go. Alright, so this is just the main path all the way down and back up with not too much weirdness. Okay. So there's some animals just over there. Don't know what they are. Sound like howler monkeys. Do you get howler monkeys in Exmoor? I don't think you do you? But that's what it sounded like. Alright. St. Agnes Fountain. 1 fountain. I guess that's that. Alright, my legs feel like they're going to malfunction. I'm just going to sit on this bench for a minute. They really do. They're just shaking and vibrating and doing all sorts of weird things. Right, I'm going to climb up now. Once I've sat for a minute. So back up the hill, back through the car park, and then down the other side to the beach. You can actually see the sea from here. See it just over there. So when I came here the other day, my feet were really hurting on my shoes because it was so hard. It's still a little painful, but it's a lot better than it was. I mean, it's as soft as I can make it now. If I put any more stuff in my shoe, there's going to be no room for my feet. So this is just going to be as good as it gets. Right, I'm back at my car. Having a rethink about what I'm wearing, because I've got clothes and stuff in case it's going to rain, because it looked like it was going to rain, but it's not going to rain. The clouds are clearing, it's just getting hotter and hotter. In fact, rain would be lovely right now. Cool, it was down. I only stopped once coming up the hill this time. The difference was because I had water and food on me. I could keep hydrated, and I was nibbling on crisps on the way up. It made so much difference. If I didn't have the water, I'd probably still be halfway up the hill, struggling to get up. So it made a huge difference. But I'm going to take some stuff out of my bag. I don't need my wet weather top and trousers on. It's not going to rain. I don't need those. I might even leave my hoodie behind because I am sweating so much. At the moment, that's my biggest problem right now, is the sweat. That's why I'm not wearing my glasses, because I was sweating. It was dripping into my glasses. I couldn't see where I was going. So yeah, at the moment it's just sweating. It's keeping myself hydrated is the real problem right now. Plus I need to sort out my boot. It's starting to rub on my heel a little bit. I'm going to see if I've got plasters in my car, because I don't want to get a blister. Because that was the easy bit. I've got to do the hard bit now. Alright, so I'm going to sort out my feet. This is why we do these practice things, to get everything ironed out, so when you do the main walk, you're good. Oh, that wind is nice. I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone. Oh, that feels really good. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to sort my feet out. Try and get plaster to stick. My feet are so sweaty, I don't know if the plaster's going to stick. Although I do have a towel in my car, so I can dry my feet off. Just want to show you what I'm trying to do to protect my feet from blistering, because it's always the heels. So I've got this is an ankle support. I don't actually see how it supports any ankles more than a sock does, but I thought it would be a good extra layer on the back of my foot because it's elasticated, hugs it tight. I've got these socks, I've got liners inside. They're supposed to stop blisters, but they don't, so I'm just wearing them as regular socks. Then I've got another thick pair of socks, so that's like 4 layers basically, because I've got the that one, that's got 2, then that, so that's 4 layers, and it's still rubbing. It hasn't actually broken out into blister yet, which is good, but I could feel it as I was walking up the hill. So I'm going to get some plasters on. I'm going to dry my feet up first, got a towel, get the plasters on, get everything back on my foot, and hopefully that will be enough. Alright, it's just getting hotter and hotter. I've sorted out my feet. That took a lot longer than I thought. Right, so this is staying behind. I'm also going to take some stuff out of my bag, which I don't need. Wrong compartment. There's too many compartments on my bag. Right, don't need this. I bought this initially. I started using it. It just gets in the way, so I put my camera on to hold it. Waterproof trousers. Very good in torrential rain, but there's no rain. It's clear skies. Waterproof thing put over what I'm wearing. I don't need it. It's just extra weight I'm carrying unnecessarily. Obviously I have these things like on the main thing, because going up one of the 3 peak mountains, it could be a completely different weather at the top there. It could be cold, raining, even snowing. So I'd need all that, but I don't need it here. It's just extra weight slowing me down. So that's staying. Right. I guess I better get going on this next leg. Right, so if I remember correctly from looking at the Google Maps at home, this path here should follow onto the beach path, curve around and then drop down there. It's quite straightforward according to the map, as I'm doing it from memory. I've got my phone on me so I can always get the map up on that if it gets confusing. But from what I was looking at on Google Earth, on the maps, it's quite straightforward. This path just curves around, joins the coast path and then goes down over there. So hopefully that'll be alright. You know, while I was sitting in the car sorting my feet out, I felt alright, but now I'm moving again. My legs are really feeling it. But hopefully it'll be alright. This is the difficult bit. That last bit, which damn nearly killed me, that was the easy bit of the trek. Now I'm on the difficult bit. I double check the map on my phone. I'm going the right way. If it's all like this on the day, this will be fine. I mean, it's just a nice gradual gradient. Path's a little bit rocky, but so I've got good footwear. This is fine. I'm not struggling with this at all. Alright, so I'm going. Actually, do you know what? The path just sort of disappears. It's like, what is that just a cliff edge? So I'm walking along. I had to stop to quickly check the map again. I'm definitely on the right path. But as you can see in front of me, there's a cow heading to the path. Random. So the path just looks like it goes over a cliff edge. I think it does. Just go over a cliff edge. It's nice here. So I'm slowly going downhill. My muscles can definitely feel it. It's only a gradual downhill here. But because my muscles are so worn out already, that's why they're feeling it so much. But I can see where I think it's going to suddenly just drop. It's not going to be fun. I'm actually wondering if I'm actually going to enjoy doing these 3 peak things at all. I'll probably hate every second of it. I'll be happy when I've done it and I've achieved something. You know, to say I've done it, I've raised money for charity, because that's what this is all about. But I think during the actual process, I'm probably going to hate every second of it. My body's just not able to cope with this thing. Like 15 years ago, probably could have blitzed it. I probably could have done the 24-hour challenge easily. I wasn't ill 15 years ago. Just double check the map again. Still pretty sure I'm on the right path. Problem is, looking on the map, it's just one from one end of the screen to the other. It's not far. But obviously in reality it's quite a long way. I mean, I gave myself several hours to do this, so I kind of did know it was a long way. Just want to make sure I'm on the right path. I'm pretty sure I am. But I'm definitely starting to go down. I'm starting to feel it in my legs. Definitely getting lower. It's still quite gradual. That looks like it's about to start getting steep. So this is the bit I'm on now, which is not too bad. But then there, it looks like it starts to get steep just there. Oh look, there's people there. I might even catch up with them. Alright, so I've got Rugged Coast Path and Coast Path Bossington. Okay, I'm going to have to check the map again. Right, after consulting the map, I'm pretty sure I want this one, the one to Bossington. That's the rugged one, but those people have gone. I don't think I want that one. Pretty sure I want this one. Because I know I have to go through Bossington, because I said earlier I'd go through a town. I might be able to get a drink there. And that town was Bossington, so I guess this is the way. But yeah, it's starting to get steep now. Really starting to feel it. Okay. This is horribly steep here. Ugh. My map isn't loading up properly on my phone. I don't have a lot of signal here. I do actually have a paper map of Exmoor in my car, so in case, you know, if my phone or sat nav ever failed on me. But probably should have brought it with me because I'm just getting no signal here to load anything up. Yeah, you can't really appreciate how steep that is on camera. If I had the camera like horizontal, there you go. That's eye level, and then that's down. That's where I've just come from. Long way up. I've got to climb back up there later. Some people just passed me. I think they might be more used to walking than I am because they just made this downhill look easy. My legs are suffering. I am in pain, and they just walk past as if it's nothing. I'm mildly jealous. Although that could have been me like 15 years ago. This would have been nothing to me then. Legs were a lot stronger back then. Whoa, whoa. Okay, not going to use the camera while walking down. It's too. I need to keep my footing. Right, I'm nearly at the bottom. Despite my legs turning to jelly, I'm actually making good time. To show you where I've just come from. Up there, so the path is here, but it runs along the top, so that's sort of how high up I was. Some people over there somewhere. Where are they? There they are. So yeah, that's a long way up. Almost down at the sea. Right, if I'm on the right track, which I hope I am, this should take me down to the beach. Pretty sure I'm on the right track. I am so worn out, my feet are hurting so much. I think I might buy a foot spa, although I won't be able to afford one until I get back from doing this, because all my money's tied up in doing this little adventure. But yeah, when I get back, I think I'm definitely going to get a foot spa. Just another half a mile to the beach, down there, and then I turn around and go back up that hill there. So yay! I'm at the beach. See, it's just over those stones. That's where I came down. I think you can see, if I zoom in, there's like something there, oh, somebody there or something. But that's the path I came down. But I've got to go back all the way down there, then all the way back along there, then all the way back up there. The problem is with this practicing, it's in the reverse order. I'm starting at the top, going down, and then going back up. Whereas the real three peaks, you obviously start at the bottom, go to the top and come back down. So it's kind of the wrong way around. Caution, bathing dangerous. Sign saying don't go in the sea. So I won't go in the sea. I wasn't intending on going in the sea anyway. I was intending on reaching as far as I can. So I'm sitting on the stones. They're actually warm. I mean, they are really warm to touch. They are good, maybe 5 or 6 degrees warmer than the air. It's weird. That's a big wave. I find with the sea, it's like it knows when you turn the camera on. Not just this sea, but all beaches have these amazing spectacular waves. You put the camera on it, and then the waves just get really small. Or they wait until they turn the camera around. It's like it knows. Right, I've better get back. Right, the time is... What time is it? It is 10 minutes to 4. My original plan was to make it back to the car by 6 o'clock, but then I faffed around for 20 minutes sorting my feet out. So yeah, anything between 6 and 6:30 is on schedule. Although I really want to get back before that, but what did I say it was? It's 10 to 4. So it's 2 hours to get back up the hill. Hopefully it won't take me 2 hours to get back up the hill, but I do go slowly up hills. Typical. I turn my camera off to start going back up the hill. Huge wave! I told you, the sea knows. It just knows. Right, here's the map. Here, I'm currently here. I'm going to go over the river, back up here, that's where I came, along there, then along there, and then that's where my car is. I got back to this bit, quite alright, but again this bit wasn't really any climbing, but I'm almost at the climb. I'm just thinking that looks so steep. Up there. You just can't see how high that is on the camera. But even so, it's nowhere near as high as the peaks I'm about to do, but it's the steepest hill around here I could find for practicing. So, anyway. But yeah, getting back to this bit, I'm actually going alright. I'm going at a decent pace. Legs aren't hurting too much. Feet are crying out for a foot spa. But yeah, there's some people up there. Right there. Alright, I've just stopped quickly on a bench. Fuel. Just had to use my inhaler. Get my airways nice and open so I can get up the air thing. I put this bench here quite handily. Just at the start of where it gets really steep. Which is a good idea, because that's the tricky bit. Do you know, along the ground, if you actually look at it on a map, it's not actually that far. It wouldn't take me long to walk it. It's because it's so steep. That's going to be the killer. Anyway, it's a nice view here. That's the view. That's where I was a little while ago, down there. There's a little boat out there. Where is it? Right by the smudge on the screen. That's so annoying, that smudge. Let's start the climb. I won't film myself climbing. I just want to hit it. I focus solely on getting up the hill without having to film. Although while I'm doing the 3 peak thing, obviously I will film that while climbing. But this is just a practice one. I just want to get up the hill. I'm nearly at the top. There's another bench here. I'm almost out of drink. I've been trying to ration it to get me at the top. I did have to stop a little bit on the way up. It's the sun. The sun is relentless. It's so hot. I want, when I do the 3 peaks, for it to be cloudy and wet, rainy and windy. Just all the weathers to keep me cool. Because this is what is absolutely draining me, is the sun. Absolutely wiping me out. I've got nothing left. And the sun is just sapping everything I've got. Luckily, like Snowdon, Scaffold Pike and Ben Nevis are much higher than this, so hopefully they'll be in the clouds and it will be better, it will be much cooler, because this heat is just absolutely killing me. I've got another little bit of a climb. It's not so bad now. I've done the worst of it. I actually made better time than I thought I would. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the top of these mountains. I really don't. I do my absolute best, but if I can't get to the top, I can't get to the top. I've already accepted that. My health is shit, I know that. I shouldn't even be doing this anyway. I have CFS, for God's sake. I shouldn't be climbing hills. It was only a few years ago I thought I was going to be bedbound for the rest of my life. And now I'm doing this. I'm an idiot. Flipping idiot. Oh well. I've run out of drink, but I can see my car. Well, I can see a shiny dot with the light shining off it, but that is my car. I bet it's baking in there. It's so hot up here. It's way hotter than they said on the weather forecast, I'm sure it is. I suppose, again, because I've been exercising, but I mean, ordinarily I'd say that is a lovely view. I can't really appreciate the view So I'm so worn out, and I want a cold shower. Oh, a cold waterfall would be nice. There's no waterfalls around here. This place is so deceptive. I mean, I did see the car park, but it's disappeared now. I'm going uphill again. It's only gradual. I am going the right way, but you know, I see the car park, think, yay, I'm nearly at the car park. And then there's like, I've been walking for ages, like, hang on, I'm going uphill again and I've lost sight of the car park. There it is, my car in the distance. Right, well, I had a target of doing today's walk in 5 hours, and I actually did it in 4 hours. And if you allow for the time I stopped to sort out my feet earlier, to stop getting blisters, it's actually just under 4 hours, so it's actually not bad going. It's given me a bit more confidence that I might actually be able to do the 3 peaks, but at the same time, it's damn near killed me. But it was the sun, the relentless sun. That's what did it. I think without the sun, I would have found it a hell of a lot easier going. Maybe that's why some people probably do the 3 peaks in 24 hours, because then you can do some of them at night time. You don't have that problem. But I want to be able to see where I'm going. Alright, I'm going to drive home now. This will be my last practice video. I'm going to do one more practice. Today is, what day is it? It's Friday today. Saturday I'm going to just rest. Sunday I go to work. Monday I come home from work, and then I'll probably just be sleeping. Tuesday I have a meeting I need to go to, which I don't really want to. And then Wednesday I'm going to do the same route. I'm not going to film it because it'll just be the same as what I did today. That'll be my final practice. Thursday I'll rest. Friday I drive up to Wales, to Snowdon. And then Saturday I start climbing. So yeah, I need to drive now. I don't want to drive, I'm too tired. I really wish I had some bottles of water in here. I think what I'm going to do, when I do the actual thing, I'm going to have loads of bottles of water in the car, so when I get back, I've got hydration. Like today I ran out of fluids. I mean, I wasn't that far away from the car, but if I had some water in here, then that would be so much better. I'd have downed it. So I have loads of water in the car for when I get back off the walks. Right, yeah, please sponsor me. This is for a good cause. This is for the ME Association. Because I'm not enjoying this. I'm really not. I thought this would be a good idea when I first thought about it. Yeah, 3 peaks, that'd be fun. This is not fun. I am not enjoying it. I am just killing myself doing this. So I want it to be worth something. Alright, cheers, bye.